Hello and welcome to Norwal Farm. Michael Walsh with Roger Norgel here. It's a beautiful day. It's April 17th. Thank you for joining us. Behind us you can see right there. That's where we burnt the wetlands. It's coming real green. Spring is here. It's supposed to be a little colder next week. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel, ring the notification bell, and if you would please like the video, leave us a comment, and share this video with a friend. We're hooking up the water line for the pastures today. We're beyond the really deep freeze time, so got to walk the line and energize the line with the water and make sure we have no leaks. Walking this line, the water line goes right along here and then it cuts into the post. And every, 300-400 feet or so, there's a spigot that comes up out of the ground next to one of these posts. So I went along earlier and shut all these off, and then I turned the water on and we're going along and opening them. I expect some air to come out along with the water. A little bit of air, not too bad. The line goes over here, and then the main line coming down is up there. A year ago this spring when we turned it on, this spigot, the previous spigot up there, and the one on down here were leaking. And what had happened was we had a really cold snap last winter, and even though we blow it out with the air compressor, the ground slopes this way, and you can see it slopes down here. So when you blow it out with the air compressor, you think you got all the water out, but there is residual water in there. And the gravity flow just brings it to the low points. So it came down here, and there's a U-joint, or a 90-degree underground, and those were plastic. And so the water, gravity-wise, came down here and settled. And then we had that really cold weather a year ago. It was like 22 below. And the water there froze and cracked the plastic pipe. So there were 3 of them we had to dig up and do a repair on. I'm hoping we don't have the same thing this year. We'll know once I get all this walked. We just leave the water on. And the way we noticed it last year was that the pump just kept cycling. It didn't shut off, and that gave us a clue that something was wrong. So hopefully this year that doesn't happen. But if it does, then we'll have to repair it again. Quite a bit of air in this one, more than the other one. There we go. I'm going to let this one run. I'm going to walk up to the next one, open it up, and then we'll come back and shut this one off. We're at the high point here. Air came out. Now we're just waiting for the water to come uphill, because this comes uphill quite a ways, so it'll take it a little while to come up here. You can see this ground line. This is the water line going up the hill. I actually had to walk down and shut that spigot off. Now I can see up there now there is water coming out the faucet. You can see it. So I just had to close it there to force the pressure to come up here. A little bit of air coming out of it yet, but not too bad. That's pretty good. We got it all done. Another springtime maintenance task is spraying the fence line. We use Pramitol herbicide that kills everything, grass, broadleaves, everything. And usually once a year does it. So we have to go along and spray this. I spray about 6 inches on either side of the fence. And this hat wasn't sprayed last year because it was just put in. So we'll get a good kill on it this year. The rest of it was sprayed last year, so we had a decent kill on it. It's a cold day today. It's 40 degrees with the wind blowing, but we've had plenty of rain, so you want the soil to be moist so that it soaks in and also kills the roots. So we're going to try to get this. It'll probably take a couple of days to do this because we've got a lot of fence to do, but just getting started on that today. This is the second day of spraying. Started up there at the corner and coming down this way. We have to go all the way down, around and around this part, and then this new fence here going down. I have to do all that, and then the fence that goes across there. And then we have to do everything that's around this paddock, and then all the way up the north fence. So there's a lot to do yet, but this is our second day of. This is what we sprayed the first day. I think it's been 2 or 3 days ago, and you can see we're getting some kill here already, which is good. We're supposed to get rain tomorrow night, which that'll even help it even more, help it to wash into the soil, but that's a good start. This is further down the line, and you can see how that's all brown, and that's the way it should be. It should kill everything where we sprayed, and then that will last, it's supposed to last the whole summer, the whole growing season. So that's our goal, is to get that all done. That way it won't grow up and short out the fence. Getting ready to fertilize spring pasture to finish up. So this holds 500 pounds, and there was 1,250 here for the balance of the pasture. So we're going to go down and start spreading that and get that done this afternoon. We put this on at the rate of 250 pounds per acre. So we've, as close as I could figure, I've got about 5 or 6 acres left. So we'll get that done today. Today's Tuesday, and it's supposed to rain Thursday night into Friday. So that'd be perfect. Just enough rain to soak this into the soil. It was difficult to video yesterday when I was spreading fertilizer, but you can see on the ground here the little red pieces. Let's see here. Yeah, red pieces, and then some of the white pieces there. That's the fertilizer. So we got everything fertilized yesterday, like I said, before the rain tomorrow night. And we're gonna sow oats out on the what's supposed to be pasture out there. It just didn't come in, so we're gonna sow oats over all of that tomorrow in time for the rain, and get some forage oats growing there for this summer. Done delivering 12 bales of hay. Our pasture did not grow as we had hoped. Not sure why. It might have been planted too deep, plus it was dry last year. It's really bare here. A little bit of growth there. You can see there's bare areas out there, and if you walk out in it, there's just no really good stand. So we had the pasture consultant out. They recommend sowing forage oats this spring. It's supposed to rain tonight, so I want to get those sowed today. That'll give us a couple of months of growth, and then this fall, appropriate time, we'll go back through and we will seed the pasture mix again. This is a seed drill for grasses. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a setting for oats, But anyway, we're estimating that we use fescue and go half the rate, and it's set on the high setting, so I want about 50 pounds per acre, so we go about 10 to 15 on the setting. So that's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do is sow this little triangle piece here. I do have a GPS app that will track the acreage, so we'll sow this first and then see how many acres. 50 pounds is supposed to do 1 acre. That's our rate. So we'll put 50 pounds in, sow this, and see what we've got left. So 1 bag is 50 pounds, and it comes up just to the bottom of where those openings are. Pretty close. So we'll, like I said, we're gonna sow this patch out here, and then we'll measure it and see what we got left. It's really hard to tell on this. I think we're going to be okay. There's a note there. Some there, some there. I'm gonna have to go over this with a drag hair though, I think, because it's not covering much. See, there's 3 there. So it's about the right rate. I've done 1500s, 0.15 acres, and this was up to here when I started. So I think that's pretty close. It's not gonna be an exact science, so we're going to continue at that rate. Oh, we seeded oats yesterday. You can see kind of the different strips back and forth where I went with the drill. Unfortunately, it didn't go to plan. I was going to harrow it after I got done and couldn't do that because the tractor broke down. It overheated, and I was under the assumption, well, I knew otherwise too, I'd be lying if I didn't. The hood is always hard to open up on that, and you're supposed to spray the radiator screen off, and I have neglected to do that, I admit that. And unfortunately it overheated and it popped the radiator, so we're without a tractor for a while. We're going to come and pick it up today, and actually they're here right now to pick it up, and they're going to take it in. It was due to have it serviced, which we were planning on doing that, and just didn't get to it. So they're here to get it up, and hopefully it's not gone too long. And there it goes. Hopefully not too many days away, and hopefully not too many dollars out of the pocketbook. Get it back for too long, hopefully. Landscape designer was out today, and he mowed the lawn and drained the pond, cleaned that, and got our waterfall going again. So nice to have that. We got a lot of spring flowers. There's some marsh marigolds, Japanese iris coming up there. A lot of the spring flowers are coming up. Asters are coming up over here. So it's looking really nice. Really excited to see everything coming up. Our hedge is growing in, lilacs over there along the house. So we've had our bluebird boxes up for a couple weeks, and we have tree swallows sitting on both these boxes. And we've had tree swallows previous years. Haven't seen any bluebirds yet this year. We had a pair last year, but they weren't successful in raising a clutch. So we'll see what we get this year, but glad to see these guys back. Our trees have done well through the winter, and we have a robin's nest in one of the pine trees. There's 3 eggs in there. So, and we have a house finch nest over there. So, all sorts of wildlife. Spring is here, and everything's doing pretty well. The red buds have a lot of blooms on them. They'll be coming out probably another week. And rhododendrons here in the corner. They've been in bloom for about a week. We've got the bumblebees out. This is purple coneflower coming up. I forget what these are, but these have a really dainty little blue flower. So really pleased with the survival rate of all the plantings. The grasses have coming up. Those are all daylilies. So spring is here and the weather's trying to moderate a bit.